Hey everybody, this is Wendy. Welcome. I'm excited you're here today. I wanted to give my UPS man a gift and I'm going to tell you all about why. All of the items I'm using today are linked in the description below the video and are available to purchase in my online store at loveandstampin.com. You have a couple of days left to use the host code for the month of June and get a pack of free floral embellishments in the mail from me. Those will go out in the mail in July. We're going to use these mini shipping boxes that you just saw there. This video is sped up because the video was over 30 minutes long. So I had to speed it up for time's sake. My time and your time. I know, everybody's busy and maybe you don't want to spend all day listening to me chatter. Speaking of chattering, I'm going to get to that in a second, actually. I'm using Memento Tuxedo Black ink to stamp out all my images, and then I'll share more as we move along. I have received a handful of comments recently saying I talk too much on my videos. Like that I'm too chatty, I'm too storytelling, people aren't interested. I actually had one lady say, I love your cards, but there's too much dialogue. Here's the deal. Let me see, how do I say this nicely? Move along. Love you for watching, but just move along. There's a million people to watch on YouTube. And if you like my projects and you don't want to hear me talk, mute it. Mute the video. I share all the pertinent information that you need to know about a card, such as these are the narrow note card bases. They come with envelopes and you can purchase them in my online store. And I'm using Whisper White cardstock and I'm using snail adhesive to put these together. But here's the thing with card videos. I find most of them boring because all people do is tell me like measurements for a card. The card's like the video's 2 or 3 minutes long. And I find it kind of boring, honestly. And I have to be honest, for years, I tried to be that demonstrator that did these super fast videos with all the details, nothing about my life, no personal anecdotes, I can say that word. And finally, I just decided I was just going to be me. I was just going to be who I wanted to be and do what I wanted to do. And if it meant that I lost customers, lost viewers, whatever, totally fine, because I would be much happier just sharing what I love and being myself. Okay, here I'm using soft suede ink and I'm starting with my darkest color first and doing all of my shading in the areas where I feel like there would be shading. Note that I recognize this is supposed to be a postal man. Okay, he should be all in blue. Frankly, Cliff Clavin came to mind. However, I was not making this for my postal guy. I was making it for my UPS guy. So I went with brown. So I'm using soft suede and it turns out lovely, I have to say. And obviously my UPS man does not carry a bag like this. But again, there was really no way to do away with the bag without it looking weird. So I just colored it brown and went with it. So anyway, back to the YouTube comments. So the deal is this. I find it absolutely hysterical that first somebody would watch a video that has, quote, too much dialogue. And second, then they would take the time to comment on it. So if you don't enjoy videos that have dialogue and that are a little bit more like I really look at my videos at this point more like a vlog where I make cards. So for those of you who don't know what a vlog is, it's essentially a video blog. It's a diary and such of a person's life and what they have going on and stuff like that. And I personally enjoy those videos. And so it's not just all about my card making, although while I'm telling you stories, I'm making fun cards like this one. But how much could I possibly talk about the fact that I'm coloring this box brown? Like, that's where I struggle with longer videos or like more in-depth videos. There's only so much to say about a task that you're doing. Like, I can't I can only say I'm coloring this guy's clothes brown so many times, right? So I feel like the need to fill it in with other information. So anyway, I'm not justifying, because that would be giving credit or credence to these people's comments. I'm just sharing that if you don't like that, it's totally fine. Just don't watch my channel. That's it. You just don't have to watch my YouTube videos if you don't like it. Now, for those of you who are here and enjoy that, let's move on to story time, because, again, how much can I tell you about coloring this guy? I will say that I had to go to the boxes because I couldn't decide what color to make his hair and his mustache, which my UPS man does not have a mustache. And so I kind of was bummed about having to give him a card with a mustache guy, but, you know, what are you going to do? So I decided to make the boxes colorful because I felt like, gosh, they're just going to be a big stack of brown boxes. And this is a card, and I can make them whatever I want. So I went with Poppy Parade, Pumpkin Pie, Daffodil Delight, and I think Bermuda Bay. Because I wanted to make them fun and different, and I have 3 different cards for things to go on. So the actual boxes on this card are not going to go on his card. They're going to go to my postal people. So he's going to get the little guy with the box. So the deal is, I had a paper share, and it is done and passed, so you can't sign up for it anymore. But it was an extreme amount of fun and so much work, but it was a blast, so it was totally worth it. And side note on the card, I am going in with the darker of the 2 blends in one area of the card, and where the box is stacked on top of another box, and then going in with my lighter color here. So I did that on all the boxes as if the light source is in the top right corner, because I obsessively watch Kelly Latavola, who happens to also be a major storyteller, and she colors everything with the light source in the top right hand corner. And so because of that, I've kind of just learned how to color that way. And she's so right. It's so much easier to just go with one like light source. So a light source is like as if the sun was coming from that direction. So it's really easy, much easier to color if you just pick one area that your light would come from instead of trying to change it up every time. Okay, so I ordered all this paper for the paper share, and it came to my house, and when it told me the delivery amount, it was going to be 16 boxes. And I was like, oh my God, I feel so bad for Matt. I have to make him a card. And so I used the little mini shipping boxes. I filled them with for his box, I filled it with beef jerky. Like I got a little bitty pack of beef jerky and folded it up and put it in there. And then I closed it up with the Stampin' Up! Washi tape. And I'm using black here for his mustache and his hair. It was the color I settled on. Again, Matt's hair is more brown, but I already had this UPS dude in a whole bunch of brown, so there you go. And then I wanted to make his envelopes colorful, so we had at least a little pop of color happening. Of course, he had to have rosy cheeks. So anyway, I decided he needed a gift because it was just horrible to have him deliver 16 boxes in the heat, leave him on my porch, and not leave with some sort of a gift. So this is what he got. And I have to say, when I saw this stamp set in the catalog, I squealed, because my postal people, between UPS and the USPS post office, they work really hard for me, and they are a huge part of what makes my business successful. Like, my people at the post office ship so much stuff for me, and they never complain. They're never ornery. And I hear about so many people who go to their post office and it's a miserable experience. Y'all, I'm at the post office probably 3 times a week. So they are just wonderful. RJ is she's the postmaster, and she has actually dropped packages off at my house on Sunday, when like I wasn't able to get it on Saturday, and she's like, I'll just run up to the post office and grab it for you and drop it off at your house. I mean, granted, I live in Mayberry, so that probably wouldn't happen anywhere else in the world. Like, I live in the tiniest little town ever, but she's just so kind and thoughtful and sweet and amazing. And same with Tracy, who left the little post office branch that I work at, or that I go to. I practically do work there. She left, and she's in a town nearby, and so I decided to make her a little gift because I've not been to her new postal location, and I really wanted to take her a gift at her new spot. So I made her a little gift also. And in their boxes, I did the same little shipping boxes for them, but instead of beef jerky, I put butter mints. I was going to say buttermint, but butter mints, those kind that you put in your mouth and they melt. Oh my God, those are my favorite. So I didn't have a Stampin' Write black marker. For whatever reason, I've misplaced mine and I've never remembered to replace it. So I used Night of Navy to go around the edges of this this UPS dude to kind of get rid of the white edges, and it worked fine. You would never know that it's dark blue versus black. And you know, sometimes we have to improvise, but isn't he cute all cut out? Oh my gosh, so stinking cute. So I'm just going to add dimensionals to this and pop him up. The designer series paper that I used is the Follow Your Art, and it's cut at 2.25 by 3.25, because these note cards, once they're folded in half, they make a 2.5 by 3.5 size note card. And FYI, you cannot mail them. They won't go in the mail, but you can add them into another envelope, and then you can. So You Always Deliver, I thought would be cute on the front of his card. And then I just wrote a note inside that said, thank you for being such an awesome UPS guy and never leaving my packages in the rain, because he never does. And he's just awesome. And then I put little boxes on the front of his, and I didn't even color his. I just left it blank because he's a dude and I didn't want to overdo it. So moving on to these, then I'm going to hand cut out these boxes. These boxes are my favorite. I love them. I love that they came out in like these really beautiful bright colors, and they're going on this really awesome, beautiful card base that is also brightly colored. And delivering sunshine your way just seems like the most perfect little sentiment for these cards, because I'm giving them a little sunshine gift. Okay, so back to my paper share. So it was a huge success. I was super excited for it. If you are interested in being part of my holiday paper share, make sure that you sign up for my emails. There's a link below the video to do that, because I will be sending out an email that says, you know, sign up for my holiday paper share. And you won't want to miss out on that, because we will have fun with that as well. Because I've really decided to just take paper shares to a whole new level. You don't just get a paper share, you're going to get some card kits, and we're going to have fun making some stuff at the same time. So, because I feel like people get their paper shares in 6x6 packs and then they just sit there, and that's not fun, or they barely cut them up, or they are not sure what to do with them. And so I'm like, no, we're going to get into those bad boys and do something fun with that paper. So anyway, continuing on with this project here, just going around the edges again with Night of Navy and putting my little boxes on some dimensionals and popping them up on this card base. And then I'm going to stamp the envelopes and color on those. One great thing about Stampin' Up! Envelopes is they are a different material than I've ever felt on any envelopes, actually. They're kind of like a slick, soft surface, and they stamp beautifully, and they color even more beautiful. Like, I just am so impressed with the fact that our envelopes are as good as our cardstock. That really makes me happy. So there's those two cards. And then I'm going to grab these, and there's this super cute little flower bouquet, I guess is what it's called. It's a vase with some flowers in it that is in this stamp set as well. And so I decided to stamp those and then color the flowers in Poppy Parade, and give those flowers a little pizzazz on the front of this card. Okay, so what is coming up? Let's talk about that. July's just around the corner, and if you want to get a free goodie from me in the month of June, you need to place an order using the current host code. You'll receive the Stampin' Anonymous tutorial bundle completely free, and then you'll also receive a pack of the brand new floral embellishments. They're really, really cute, so I'm going to be putting in an order for those at the end of June, and then sister will ship them for me because I won't be here. I'm going to be traveling abroad, and I've shared that already. I'm really excited about that. So husband and sister are going to hold down the fort. Sister during the day taking care of the dogs, working, and then hubby at night, of course, taking care of everything. And I'm so excited to go on my trip, and I can't wait to share with you guys and tell you all about it. And yeah, it'll be so much fun. I'm so excited. Here's the little shipping box. I just wanted to show you that also. And that will go with each one of those cards. And then the washi tape on top to close it is just so adorable. And here are the finished cards. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that it wasn't too much dialogue for you. All right, seriously, click on either one of these videos that you see here if you want to watch other videos. Shop with me at shop11stampin.com. Click on the circle with my face to subscribe. And I hope you have a fantastic day and a weekend if you're watching this on Friday. And we'll talk to you again soon. Bye.